Last night I was walking my dog Maisie when I heard it, the ping of an aluminum bat and the sound of cheering voices. Those sounds took me back to my Little League days. I rounded the corner and I could see there was a game underway on the diamond behind the small school in my neighborhood, so I stopped to watch. The pitcher delivered the ball to home plate, the batter swung and made contact, sending a grounder hopping back to the mound. The pitcher expertly scooped up the ball and threw the runner out at first base with 3 or 4 steps to spare. Her execution was perfect. That's right, the pitcher was a young lady. So was the third base person, and so was the center fielder. The game did not suffer. How different from my day when sports were strictly a guy thing. I stood there thinking about how much more I would have enjoyed the game if we'd had mixed teams back then. It would have combined two of my favorite things at the time, baseball and girls. Of course, I usually struck out at both, but I really liked playing the game. I rail against modern society constantly and occasionally mourn things we've lost, but I often have to admit that many things are far better. This would be one of those occasions. Not that every girl wants to participate in sports, I'm sure many don't, but they should have the option, and so should the teeny minority of trans kids if that's what they want. It's never the kids who object anyway. Kids adapt pretty quickly. We talk about freedom a lot in this country, but if you ask someone to define it, they may flounder. For me, it's not hard at all. Freedom is having options. Without options, you're just a peon. The chains of social restraint may not be made of iron, but they're no less restrictive. Everyone needs and deserves options. Options in where we live, where we work, where we go to school, who we can marry, and yes, even where we pee.